I'd been playing with these sort of cars since I was like 17. I had my first S13 when I was 19, and then an R32 when I was 20. So I've always massively been into the scene, and drifting kind of sort of just fell into place. Since then, it's always been sort of a goal of mine to have my own sort of place, be my own boss, but have a garage that we work and maintain drift cars. I was tired of using garages previously, where I've always been like getting ready for an event the next day, and it gets to like 5:30, you're like, oh, quickly, I've got to go get the car aligned or get some tyres done, and then you have to shoot off somewhere else 20 minutes down the road. I wanted everything to be in-house, which is why I built Drift-Street-Imports to have that. Next door to us is 6 Boost UK and Auto Extreme. So all your new parts readily available on the shelf, ready to go. You've got Jap West Mods, who are JDM breakers, who basically stock anything second-hand that you might need, the little sort of niggly bits that you can't always get, but sometimes you need. We've got another company called Matt Lewis Racing, on site again, that do all like your hydros, your aero quip ends, brake lines, braided lines, etc. And it's just great. It's like a little motorsport estate that we have here. Drift-Street-Imports is a garage. It's also a drift team as well. For 2014, we had several drivers driving for us, particularly Brad McQueen, who came on board. I recognised Brad's driving from quite a while ago, sort of 2012, I'd been seeing what he'd been up to. And then sort of 2013, I spoke to him, got him on board with the team, and decided to give him an opportunity with DSI to compete for BDC. Same with Martin at MB Automotive, who's also a good friend of mine. He maps a lot of our cars and our customers' cars as well. So I approached him, wanted to get him involved in drifting.
Drift-Street-Imports definitely gave me the confidence on the run-up to every event that the car would be fine, and to use these awesome facilities was great, just to get the car ready with them. I've been presented with a lot of knowledge and a lot of help along the way with this season and building the car, and that, like 6 Boost manifolds coming on board, put it on the car, completely different sounding, response. I'd never been able to do a clutch kick for third gear from a very slow speed and still have power response, so that's been brought to me. The car was always aligned before every round, and we tried to make different changes for different tracks because we're now in a very competitive sport where every single minute detail matters, and you know, DSI have really worked hard to sort of formulate the development of the vehicle. Definitely the highlight for me had to be Sunderland, the Extreme Talk Show, which we attended, where myself and Martin took a podium. I'm overwhelmed with that one because, I mean, the team just made that happen. You know, the car was faultless on that event, and it pushed me to go towards the podium.
I've got an R34 four-door. There's not a lot of companies can find the parts for it because it's an import and it's a four-door, which you don't find very often. So I came here because Sean, the guy that owns Drift-Street-Imports, had one himself. So I thought, oh, you know, might know a bit about them, might be able to source parts pretty easily, and they can. Owning a drift car is quite stressful, and I'd imagine the majority of you watching this will understand what I mean when I say that. But having Drift-Street-Imports around is very, very handy. They're always there to push a bit more space in the workshop and get me in when I need it. Last month, I went to a drift day at Lyddon, and Drift-Street-Imports took my car on their own flatbed with their car on another trailer, so they could do testing, and that my car, if it got damaged, would be safe to get home and I wouldn't be stranded at the side of the road or stranded in the pits or anything like that. And they brought a mechanic with me. If I've ever got a query or I'm ever worried about something, or I just simply don't know the answer, like alignment, for example, I can just turn up and they can help me themselves because they're drifters. So they've got experience in setting up their own cars, not just customer cars. It's very helpful that way. It makes you a lot more trustworthy.
My day-to-day role here is I am the business manager, so I will be taking control, managing the business, answering the phones, dealing with issues that people have. But I also get to do things like all the geometry on the cars, the full race builds. I do a lot of fabrication as well. It's really like I'm getting to live the dream here. Some of the cars I get to work on, Skyline's one of my favourite cars, particularly the R34. Had a lot of involvement with our 2014, building the car, getting to drive it, helping out with doing the mapping. It's a really nice feeling to make such big changes with the car and then get to see the driver on the track using the most of those changes that I've made and then getting the feedback when they tell me how much better it is and what I've done is made such an improvement, and it's really nice feeling you get to know that you've satisfied and fulfilled your role there.
2015 is going to be a big year for Drift-Street Imports because we're building something quite exciting for me personally. It's our 2JZ S14. That's a ground-up build. We've done a couple of big builds so far, and this one is just going that little bit further because we like to push boundaries here and we like to see what we can do and what we can show you. So this is quite an extensive build, and it's going to, people know me, it's going to be a little bit different, a little bit quirky. It'll certainly look different and go as well as it looks. With Drift-Street Imports, it's just a case of I want the company to go further. We're not exclusively limiting ourselves to the UK. We also export to Europe in our car sales, which we've done. We sell parts out to Europe as well, and we've got a pretty good following in Europe and in the States. Drift-Street Imports is more than just a garage. We sell cars here, we're a drift team, and we're a good group of friends. To follow us and see what we've got planned for 2015, you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and our website, www.drift-street-imports.co.uk. And for our sales, it's www.dsi-sales.co.uk.